Hello, Sleepover Business Besties. It's Carmen and happy April. So I decided this last minute that I'm going to bring you all on a little mini vlog with me as we do 3 parties today. So let me tell you a little bit about them. The first one is a deluxe party. My deluxe parties come with, I have 3 types of parties. I have a DIY, I have a standard party, which basically just comes with the sleepover setup, and then I have my deluxe party, which includes balloons and 3 personalized party favors. And I believe it is what sets me apart from the other local sleepover businesses in the area, because no one else offers balloons. So yeah, perfect. Or the party favors. So anyway, so that's what I have first, and it is our boho theme, and it is for, I thought it was for 6, but it's actually for 5, so I packed for 6. Oops. Anyway, then next we have a DIY drop off, and it's funny because I'm getting my website redesigned and everything, and I thought I was gonna just cut the DIY parties, but then I'm like, DIY parties are super easy because you literally drop it off on their porch and go. So I'm like, it's not a lot of money because I don't charge as much as I would for the other ones, but it's an easy, just, I don't know, couple $100s, you know. So anyway, so that is the second one. It is for 5, and it is our Squish Pow. I call it Squish Pow instead of like Squishmallow. So does our, sorry, the camera's all bouncing around. So it is our Squish Pow theme. And then our last party is another deluxe party, and it is Paris theme. It is for 6, and they also added on a deluxe spa. So, and that is near, they are going to be near me, near my house, so that's exciting. Yeah, so that's what we have going on. I know the camera's probably shaky, so I just dropped Bristol off with her dad, and I am going to head to, storage and get loaded. So I have a GMC Yukon, which is a pretty big 3-row SUV. Speaking of which, I had to put $10,000 in for a new transmission. I got a new transmission, I got my shocks fixed, and I got rear and front brakes and rotors. Yeah, I felt like it's just cheaper than buying a new car right now. Everything is so expensive, and I'm like, I don't want a car payment. This car was gifted to me actually by my mother, so I'm like, I am just going to get it fixed versus getting a car payment and being locked in for however many years. Anyway, there's that. Then what else did I want to talk to you guys about? Okay, with me kind of getting my website professionally redesigned, I wanted to also just kind of bring more stuff to my business, is just kind of stand out and make my packages a little more competitive, while also I increased my prices just a little bit. Like I don't know, I'm having some issues with that because in my area they charge dirt cheap, and they don't really charge for travel or like a delivery fee. Like some of you guys watching, I know that you guys charge a delivery fee, you guys charge for travel. There's all these fees, and your baseline is like so much higher than here in Columbus, Ohio, which is great. But for me, I've talked about this before, I feel like it's really hard to be in an area and then, you know, have your prices way up here when everybody else is way down here. Now my prices are more than all of my competitors, but they're not as much as like some of my, I don't know if you guys are colleagues, I guess I'll call you guys fellow entrepreneurs that are in this particular field. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I mean, still making great money, and you know, you got to do what's best for your business. But anyway, so we don't have all those fees. Like there's a lady who just started a business here, and she is doing, I saw it popped up on Facebook Marketplace, and someone sent it to me. But she is doing, which I don't even really look at it like, oh, it's competition, you know, because this is hard work to do for, you know, pennies. But she is doing, it's basically, she's doing 4 or 5 tents for less than $200. and that's extremely low. I don't have any of my sleepover services for less than $200. So there's that. So yeah, so people come in and they charge these really low prices, and then customers see that, and I don't really think they understand the value, but whatever. Anyway, so I said that to say, I raised my prices and I tried to figure out some things that would help my business stand out. So what I decided to add to a couple of packages, I don't even know if it'll help, but I wanted to add something that would not cost me a ton of money. Like, I was thinking about adding balloons to my standard package, but then I'm like, it's more time, while we're setting up. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. Even though balloons, to me, I feel like they're not a huge cost, but I decided against that. But what I decided to do was free digital invitations to match every theme and 2 free birthday games. So I have a virtual assistant. I'll have to maybe do a video about that. So I had her create 2 digital birthday games, which are, one is how well do you know the birthday girl? We didn't do one for boys because I rarely get boy parties, but if I get a boy party, I don't know, I'll have to figure something out because I feel like boys are gonna be like, what is this? Anyway, so that's one of the games. And then another game is sleepover scavenger hunt. So I have those 2 games, and then her task for this week is to design those invitations. She's super efficient, super fast. She's from the Philippines, so I know she's going to get it done probably, I don't know, in 2 days or whatever. But she hasn't had any yet. I'm going to do 1 or 2. It's just I feel like my time is so just limited. Like, I'm supposed to be making y'all video every week, and I haven't done that. I get so caught up just in life. It's just hard. So I'm just rambling. Woo. Anyway. So yeah, those are the 2 things I did. I cannot wait for the website to be completed. I did a professional photo shoot as well. That was really fun. So she's going to be using a lot of those pictures for the website. I'm a little nervous, but whatever. What else? Yeah, for right now, I think that's it. I will see you guys at storage. It was cold and rainy, but we got to do what we got to do. We only had enough space in the car to pack for the first 2 parties, so we had to come back to the storage after we set up the first 2 and pick up the stuff for the next party. Okay, so here we are. This is a space. We've actually been here before and done a party for them. This is for, I believe, 6 people. I can't even remember, but I believe it's for 6 people. I'm going to adjust the angle of the camera, so just bear with me for a moment. But what we do when we first get in the house and get everything settled and situated is Nija always, my assistant, she always does the beds. So she has a system. I tried it, I can't do it, but she has a system where she'll blow up one mattress while putting the sheets on another mattress. So that is how she gets through that pretty fast, as well as this amazing air pump that we've talked about on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you are doing so, or you will soon. So my job is basically setting up the tents and getting everything that's going to go on the top of the tents, like the banners, the lighting, the flowers that we put on top. I'm going to do that while she's blowing up mattresses. And after that, I need to do balloons. So that is what we are doing here. She is starting to set up the beds, put the blankets down, put the tray runners down across the beds, and put the pillows down. So she's basically going to complete the setup while I, like I said, am doing the lighting, the garlands, and the flowers across the top. And then once I do all that for all the tents, I am going to start the balloons. So as you can see, I am able to start the balloons. There were two beds in both of the corners of the room, and she went ahead and finished up the flowers on the top. We didn't put any garland or lights around those like lone beds because I do not like putting things across beds that aren't side by side. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just don't. But as I'm sitting here, I don't know if she's going to do it yet, but as I'm sitting here, I noticed that the bed for the birthday girl is going flat. So I'm like, yeah, we got to switch out mattresses. So I always bring an extra mattress. So you'll see Nija in a second here switching out the mattress as I am doing the balloons. Um, this setup took us 38 minutes from start to finish. I actually have a complete slow down version of this setup. So I'm thinking about making that its own separate video because someone asked for that, or our fast setups. So I'm gonna do that, upload that here later. Anywho, I am almost done with the balloon garland, and she has blown up a new mattress, and everything is pretty much at this point going to be set up. She is going to put our party favors out, which our party favors are eye mask, cup, and the name sign at the top. I don't know if you can see that at the top of the tents, like right underneath the flowers. So as you can see, I have completed my balloon garland. So now I am going to just attach that garland. I just use a rubber band and attach it to the top. And then I basically just wedge the bottom in between. I don't even like, for the most part, tie it to anything. If I do, I might use the strings on the teepee. All right, we are done and headed to our next party destination. So this one is just a quick DIY porch drop off. And I love these because they're so simple. Okay, now that the truck is empty, we're back at storage and we're going to load the truck for the deluxe sleepover and deluxe spa party. The good thing about this is that the house was only about 15 minutes from our storage, which is amazing. And here we are in the space. I just wanted to give you guys a view. It is in their living room and like their dining area. So this ended up being, I don't want to say a disaster, but you're going to see me disappear here shortly. I packed the parties this weekend and for this particular weekend, and somehow I miscounted and I forgot two pillows, two of those pillows. Luckily, again, storage was only like 13 minutes away or so. So I had to leave and get two more pillows. So Nija pretty much finished that, and I am still not back here, as you can see. And she is finishing up the spa party. So I believe at this point I may be back, but I had to do the balloons. I think she's going to turn the camera on me pretty soon here. But she is setting up the party, and everything else is going good. Okay, here I am finishing up those balloons, and here is a view of everything set up. It's a deluxe Paris party with the deluxe spa party. Okay, friends, I am done for today. I wanted to leave, this video is probably going to be long because I wanted to leave in one of the videos of us setting up that first party. It took about 38 minutes. It would have been a little shorter if we didn't have to do balloons, and one of the mattresses was deflating right while we were sitting there. So we had to swap out one of our extra mattress and blow that up. So that made it take a little longer. But I just wanted to show you our process because it is a faster process. I know some people are taking 2 hours to set up parties. So just wanted to show you guys that. Anyway, I am back home and I really need to clean up. I need to place my grocery order. That's something new I'm doing. I decided to get Kroger Boost so that I can basically save some time on the weekend since I am so busy. I also got a microphone, so hopefully this sounds better. But anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for spending a busy Saturday with me. It's 3 o'clock. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.